Okay, I'm a huge Survivor fan, and so I just happened to sit down at a time when the Survivor 51 castaways are going to be dropped in exactly 20 seconds. I am watching it live, and they're playing some very odd music, and it's kind of making me, get more excited for some frickin' reason. Anyway, we're down to 10, 9, and so on, so let's react to this live. I'm excited. Open Era begins in 3, 2, 1.
Survivor's ready.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
It's time to vote. Vote. The tribe has spoken.
Yeah, they have.
Welcome to the Survivor 51 Tribal Council. I love this Tribal Council and I love the story behind it. This is a village where whales are revered because thousands of years ago, in our telling, they were the saviors. And that is the theme of this whole season. You're gonna see it on all the challenges. You're gonna see it on the players' bags. Whales everywhere.
Whales are cool.
Tribal Council typically takes about 8 weeks to build. We have a massive construction team out here. It is very fun to come by and see it start on the ground and then get bigger and bigger and bigger. And one of the things we really try to pull off with Tribal is that it feels real. When you're here, it feels like there's a village living here. When you're sitting on one of these chairs like this and you're talking to me over there, you kind of feel like people are here. That's the idea. We want the player experience to be completely immersive so that you forget that we built this. And there's a couple of very cool places at every tribal that you gotta see, starting with the voting booth. I'll take you over there.
Those chairs would kill my back, by the way.
This is really where Tribal turns, right here, the voting confessional. And with every season, these votes get more and more complex as players really are indecisive a lot of times. But what's waiting for you when you come up here is you have a parchment, you have a pen, you have the urn where you put your vote in, and sometimes people want to play their shot in the dark. What's interesting about this is we designed this that it only fits the shot in the dark die. And the idea is to remind you that once you drop it in, there's no getting it back. That means you don't vote, and instead you reach in here, grab a scroll, and you got a 1 in 6 chance of being safe. I love it up here, and we've put it far enough away now where players can actually sit up here and contemplate what they want to do, and the players that are still in the game can't hear them.
Good.
They can talk pretty freely. So I'm gonna do something that I know a lot of you have wanted to do at various times throughout our 26-year history. I understand. I'm not new. I get it, and I don't even take it personally. I'm gonna vote myself out. It is definitely time for me to go.
Oh, Jeff.
But first I gotta show you the snuffer. Let's go.
Cool. This set looks rad.
My favorite part of Tribal is the snuffer. These are
Sick
works of
bastard.
art, and if you could ever feel one in person, they are heavy. Everything any player touches in this show is handmade by our artisans. But this is the one thing that the art department lets me take home every year. I treasure them. I have every one from every season,
That's cool.
except for season 1, which we gave to the Smithsonian. And what I really like about them is the power it gives me to end this Tribal Council tour by saying it's been really nice having you here, and it is time for you to go. That's how you snuff a torch. For the first time ever, our entire history, every advantage, every idol, every twist we've ever done, 50 seasons of Survivor is in play. And now let's meet the castaways taking on the game.
Oh, okay. Aaliyah?
I'm Aaliyah, I'm 25, grew up in Jersey. Since I moved to Rhode Island, I'm a chef. When it comes to cooking, I've done a lot. And I've always fell into that creative path. I love putting an idea on a plate and just watching people enjoy that. I'm a bold, independent woman who was raised by bold, independent women. I'm not here to find myself. I'm here to win the title and come back with something that my family can be proud of. I know I have what it takes to win, to go after the opportunities I want in life, and to show even my family that there's no age limit on that. You can really do whatever you want, whenever you want. I got into Survivor because I've always been in a competition reality. Let me give this show a try, and it was Cagayan. Casting was phenomenal, drama was impeccable, gameplay was up there. And
Tony.
I mean, that just like, it had me. It's not like other reality shows. Everyday normal people I can run into the grocery store are out here playing Survivor, battling the elements. It's just me with this obsession. I'm used to working with a lot of big egos. The big thing about Survivor is almost boosting those egos up. You kind of have to keep your cards close until you suss out who you can trust, who you cannot trust. Working in the kitchen is a lot about social politics because it's not a one-person show. You could be the best cook in the kitchen, but every dog has its day. You need to have someone to have your back at all times. And out here, it's the same way. Building loyalty and leading with kindness, especially in the beginning, getting people to really trust you and know that, hey, I'm not telling anyone anything.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what's coming for me in Survivor 51. I'm ready to get my feet wet. I'm ready to see who's on my starting tribe. I'm adaptable in my real life. I've had 15 freaking jobs. I move like this. Anyone who's not here to win is crazy. You're gonna leave your family, you're gonna leave your job, you're gonna leave all you have at home to come out here to Fiji and not win? No,
Hell
and
no.
that won't be me.
Well, I like her, but that was a lot about one person.
I'm Alexis. I'm 34. I'm from Atlanta. I'm a criminal defense attorney, and I'm ready to win Survivor. I came here to win, and that's what I'm going to do.
Beware of lawyers
Before
on the
Survivor
show.
starts, people should know that I have been sober for 10 years. Back home, I have my husband and my daughter, who is 14 months old. I am in a period of my life where all I care about is my family and our future.
Cool.
My friends and family would describe me as a social butterfly and maybe at times a chameleon. I do believe people have greatness
It's a good
in
skill for
them
Survivor.
and shouldn't really be judged by their worst moment. Now, on Survivor, if I can exploit someone's worst moment, I might do it. It is what it is. I
Nice.
am not going to be honest about what I do for a living.
No.
I'm too scared. I'm going to say that I'm a care coordinator at a treatment center. I did do that job, so I'm just going to run with that.
That's a good
I
one.
never watched Survivor in my life until COVID. And I was like, how is this real? This
Yeah.
is crazy. Then we watched Cook Island, and I was just like, done. This is everything I ever wanted and more.
Totally.
There have been people on Survivor thus far who have been recovery from addiction. There have been
Love
lawyers and moms. There have been really strategic women who are cunning and manipulative and savage. But you've not seen one person who is all of those things. And that is me, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up.
Interesting.
I feel like I have
Okay.
no idea what to expect with season 51. I'm kind of terrified. This is a new turn in the book of Survivor. Nothing is off the table. Nothing's off limits. It actually just feels so surreal.
Okay. Getting a lot of these people.
I'm Anna. I'm from Toronto, Canada. I am 34. I'm 34 years old.
What to think about it.
I'm Anna. I am from Toronto, Canada, and I'm a voice actor. That
Oh,
means
cool.
that I go into a booth and I perform voices, and I've done it for a lot of different cartoons.
got
Survivor
that
is
voice
an
for
opportunity
sure.
number one, but it's very important to my family too. We started watching Rob and Amber's season.
Oh.
Yeah, I was 9. Me, my mom, and my sister watched Survivor religiously, and it kind of took us away from her illness and brought us back to normalcy. So I lost my mom in 2020. She fought cancer for 18 years.
Whoa.
My mom's a warrior, so I definitely look to her for guidance. She's my North Star.
Wow.
My draw to Survivor is the game, baby. Let's go. I just want to get out there. I want to trick people. I want to be manipulative. I mean, where else am I going to get the opportunity to lie and get away with it and it'd be okay?
Yeah,
For me,
exactly.
the most important thing is to win. I want to be sole survivor. I'm going to win Survivor because I'm not afraid to take risks. I'm going to play a little deviously, and no one's going to see it coming because I'm cutesy. Season 50 of Survivor has really changed things up. Going forward, we're going to see a lot more twists. Well, I think there'll be more tribal swaps. And I can see the game really allowing for the players to make more moves. I think we're gonna be jolted right from the jump. Fans definitely need to know that I am a player and a gamer, and I'm here to win.
She's going to fly under the radar. She's going to be good. I'm calling it now.
My name's Brady Booker. I'm 27 years old, and I'm from LaSalle, Illinois. I pro wrestle for All Elite Wrestling.
Nice.
Brody, I grew up in the outdoors, hunting, fishing, hiking, camping. I remember when I was 7 years old, I shot my first deer. I ate the heart and liver, I drank the blood, and I put it on my face, and I got to drive the truck for the first time. I come from a big family. Got mom and dad, been together forever. Got an older brother, 2 sisters in the middle, and then me at the end. Growing up, I was a huge fan of Survivor. My mom loved it, and she was always trying to get on the show. It was something that the family could do together. We would order pizza, we'd put blankets on the floor, sit in the living room, and we'd all watch it. Everyone looks at me and probably thinks, big, dumb jock. And you know what? I hope so, Brody, because that's what I'm gonna push the envelope on. The second they let the foot off the gas pedal, that's the moment that I'm gonna use this brain I got in here to get after them. I'm also gonna use my personality to kind of get everyone to feel calm and comfortable with me, but I'm gonna have to outwit some of these Brodies. I was able to get 3 degrees while in college. I'm gonna use that little pre-law brain that I got in here to get after
pre-law.
One thing that I know all the other competitors can't stand with me is the effort and the enthusiasm that I'm gonna bring this game. I'm not gonna say no to playing games with anybody. I'm open to working with everybody, but I really do believe that maybe those secret alliances with the exact opposite Brodies are kind of what's gonna push me further. There's definitely pressure on season 51 after 50 because you just had all these star-studded all-stars come out. Rick Devens making an idol, pulling it out at Tribal. Jonathan baiting D into a fight. I'm gonna play Survivor the same way I've played my life, Brody. As hard as I possibly can and as best as I possibly can.
Likeable, very likable, but he's gonna have a big target on his back.
My name is Carter. I'm 24 years old from Rock Rapids, Iowa, and I'm a farmer at heart. You're about to get the rundown on for the dumbest kid of all time. I farm. I run a snow cone truck. It's all about the kids. I've got a moving company with one of my best friends. We started off moving locally, now we're moving the world. I do a lot of photography. I do a lot of videography. I love to stay busy. I love getting my hands dirty. And that's why I think Survivor is gonna be awesome. Survivor has been in my DNA since I was a little kid. My mom is probably the hugest Survivor fan of all time. We'd come home from Wednesday night church, watch a show. It was about a year ago. I was sitting on the couch eating cheesy puffs and Survivor was on and Jeff said,
All right, if you want to be on Survivor, you gotta apply.
I kind of licked my fingers off and said, I think I could do that. The next day I filled out a survey. Here we are.
Nice.
We're in Fiji, baby. I think being from Iowa, I was taught at an early age to just be a good guy. I feel like I can read people pretty well. If people underestimate me in this game, that'd be the best thing that could happen. You don't want to be the target. That's the name of the game. You got to keep your name off the parchment for as long as you can. To be the guy or support system that people can lean on and trust out here is going to be crucial for my game. You know, make something happen out of nothing. We're out here for $1 million. This is season 51. It's a whole new can of worms. Survivor's always changing, so we just had a pinnacle season, season 50. Survivor 51, in my opinion, is gonna be the most crazy, changing game of all time.
I'm torn on him. He's very unique. He could go either way.
My name is Christian Chavez. I'm
probably
25
go
years
out
old
early.
and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I do HR. Sounds very boring. Terminating somebody for me isn't hard. It's creating a good enough relationship with someone that you can terminate them and still be their friend. I'm a very bubbly and eccentric person. I think I'm very extra, or so I've been told. I fully expect to be known as like the loudest laugh that Survivor's ever had. And I wouldn't be surprised if they could hear me on another island.
That won't get annoying at all.
I started college at 15 and a half and I graduated super early. My dad passed away a few years ago and he ingrained in us so deeply that your own internal drive is so important. And whatever that is, go 110% into it. My spiritual connection with him is crazy out here. I love competition, so anything competition-based, I've always been fascinated in. And if I'm not winning, I'm gonna make sure somebody else loses. I can definitely be a heartless bitch, for sure. I want people to see me as their little brother. I want to give off little brother energy because you don't want to get rid of your adorable little brother.
That's a good idea.
51, in my opinion, is a brand new slate. We can literally do anything. If people think that they're expecting exactly what's gonna happen, they're wrong. Being in the unknown is exhilarating. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get started today.
I can see him going far but not winning. I think he's going to do too many dirty
I'm Kilby,
moves.
I'm 30 years old, and I am the game designer at Noodle Goose Games. I believe that I have achieved my dream job. When I was like 6 years old, I would tell people I want to be a dragon or a game maker, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Cool.
I grew up in a small town called Mount Forest with a teen mom. I worked full-time all throughout high school and university to help pay the bills. I am a hustler through and through. I always had a hard time fitting in. And Survivor presented these larger-than-life characters that were not afraid of being who they were, even if that meant people hated them. I love that you have to stand out or you're cooked. Fans need to know that I am one of the biggest Survivor dorks to ever be on this beach. I met my girlfriend through an internet Survivor game. I go to the conventions, I travel all around. I'm like Survivor Socrates. A lot of Survivor challenges end in a puzzle. It's the great equalizer. I'm the level of good at puzzles that people are gonna be like, he's kind of a freak. Maybe he's smarter than he seems. So I might even have to downplay that a little bit. Having seen Survivor 50, they have empirical evidence now that the fans like twists. So I am expecting Survivor to throw some crazy stuff at us. I'm the type of player who's not just gonna think outside the box. I'm gonna smash it, fasten it into a weapon, and shank my enemies with it.
He's likable, but I think his energy's too high, and he will go out early. That's my guess.
Hi, my name is Devin Way. I am 33 years old, and I'm from Lufkin, Texas. I am an actor by trade. I will absolutely be keeping that a secret, and I feel like I already have a lot of bullseyes on my back. I'm charming, I'm charismatic, I'm tall, I'm big, I'm handsome.
What else?
Some would say. You know, like there's all these things going against me. I think if you don't know me and you zoomed out and you looked at my life, you'd be like, Devin went through so many hard things. He was a biracial kid raised by hillbillies who were drug addicted, and my grandma was in a biker gang. A lot of people fear being put in a box. I fear putting myself in a box. So if you can own yourself and own your game, every season of Survivor that I've watched, when you get to the end, the jury wants to know more than anything, did you own your game? Did you own the choices that you made? And for me, like, not being careful is about, I might get to do this just this one time. So why would I come out here and not do it? I'm not aquatic at all. I hate the beach dirt. I don't sleep outside professionally. I've never really built anything. Don't eat fish. I don't particularly like coconuts, but I really love people and I really love games, and I can spin anything on its head to make it a positive. And if the elements don't kill me, then nothing will. If Joe and Devins had a baby, that is what you're looking at. If I'm out there and I'm talking strategy, I want to be a man of my word. Say what I'm gonna do what I say. People know that I'm reliable. I wonder if there's a way to get to the end of this game, having not lied, having not backstabbed, but having played a super strategic game. What I've learned from season 50 is to go slow to go fast. And I think moving forward in Survivor, what I would like to see is people make different choices. Is there anything creative that we can do as a player to play in new ways? This strategy might set me up in flames. I'll go out up, in a blaze, but at least I've played. Whether I'm here for a day or I'm at the very end, I'm just gonna give it my all.
He's a big target post-merge, so I think he's gonna go out very
I'm
early
Eric.
after
I'm
the merge.
34 years old. I'm a licensed clinician, and I'm from Lincoln, Rhode Island. I do individual mental health counseling for people. I grew up primarily Italian American. It was me, my mom, my dad, and my two sisters. It was kind of tough at times. My dad is a traditional Italian American male. He takes himself very seriously. Whenever I would make a mistake, it was met with anger. This is the ultimate game of lying and deceit, and I'm someone with abandonment and rejection wounds. I'm throwing myself in with the sharks.
I get it, dude.
I remember being 8 years old or so when Survivor first aired, and I just remember being enthralled with seeing normal human beings, everyday people, being stars on a TV show. And then fast forward, and it's the pandemic. So I put back on Pearl Islands. Man, oh man, have I missed this. My intentions are good overall. I want to make friends with these people. However, if any of them cross me, that's when the fangs are going to come out. That's when I'm going to bite their neck, suck their blood, toss them in the ocean, and sustain.
That's not a good
So to be a
response.
great therapist is to be able to build a rapport in a quick amount of time. On Survivor, that is a skill that's necessary. I want them to feel that I am aiding them in their game. That way they won't be suspect of the truth, which is me, that I'm the star of the show, that they're gonna help my game. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be about me.
They can't
Heading
know you're
into
a
Survivor
therapist, though.
51, which I'm gonna be calling 50 Fun, you don't know what to expect. I'm ready for Jeff to throw everything in the kitchen sink at us.
Well, I can relate to that guy, so I hope he does well, but I could see him not.
Hi, I'm Jelly, like peanut butter and jelly. I am 29 years old, a sociology professor originally from Garland, Texas, but now living in Bloomington, Indiana. My friends and family would describe me as curious, talkative, spontaneous, and fun. Survivor was a weekly routine with me and my mom and my grandma. They are Survivor stans. we would laugh like, huh, you would never do that. I'm not outdoorsy, I don't like fish. And I believed that for a long time, but I also never thought that I would be a professor teaching students who are only a couple years younger than me. I never thought I would have that type of impact in the world. Never say never. I've introduced Survivor into my classes. I love the fact that Survivor was always a sociology experiment. When you throw random people into a tribe with no resources, without knowing each other, there's automatically a hierarchy that takes place. There are people who lead and there are people who are following. Those are family dynamics that I not only teach students how to observe, how to pinpoint, but I also I'm trained in how they form, what role I should take in the family that will get me to the millions. What I'm expecting from 51 is them to go back to the Survivor roots a little bit. Maybe not the same as we've seen before with Brains, Beauty, Brawn, Healers, Hustlers, but I wouldn't be surprised if they brought back some of those theme elements. Survivor, more than anything I know to exist, is the biggest challenge one can put themselves through. I want the challenge. I want to be humbled. I want to be confronted with like my biggest weaknesses so I can grow from them. I just know that I'll leave here a completely different person for the better. I can't believe I'm here. This feels so surreal. For the last month or so, Survivor is ready. It's like natural now.
She might be my winner pick so far. I get a
I'm
good
Jenna.
vibe.
I'm a wedding photographer and I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I think the fans need to know this is my destiny. All of the wedding photography contracts I've sent out for the last 5 years, I have included a Survivor clause. Like it literally says, I have every intention to photograph your wedding, but if I achieve my lifelong dream of going on the show Survivor, like I'm not gonna be there.
That's hilarious.
My friends and
Good for
family
her.
would describe me as energetic, empathetic, and determined. Here I am in a game where you have to literally prioritize yourself in order to win. And all of my family before coming out here was just like, Jenna, you cannot think about killing anyone else's dream. You have to be thinking about your dreams. I think you have to recognize that everyone came out here to play the game, and I love games. The love of Survivor is baked so deeply into me. I started watching Survivor when I was like a little girl. My family always watched it. I would make up my own immunity challenges, watching the players and watching them go through this journey, and you root for them and you see their, moments of transformation. I feel like the finale episode is like literally Christmas to me. I think I'll be good at connecting with people, and I think they might underestimate me as a cutie little artist, adorable girl. I hope they do, because I have been preparing for this like it's my destiny. I am playing this game for me, the version that has dreamed of this, and I just want to say, fam, we made it. My fears about season 51 are that it's a whole new era of Survivor. I feel like there's going to be so much thrown our way that we can't possibly predict or plan for. You should just prepare to be amazed.
Snake in the grass alert. She might go far.
Hi, I'm Kristen. I am 49 years old. I'm from Santa Barbara, California, and I am a crisis consultant.
Love Santa
I'm
Barbara.
good in a crisis because I am so cool, calm, and collective. Stuff can be going really wild all around me, but I'm in the center of whatever is going on with my feet planted right under me, and I'm triaging. Fix this, fix that. My last name actually means one who fixes. My friends and family would describe me as agitating, maybe, I don't know. Also lovely, they love me, but my friends and family really love me. I grew up a queer kid in Idaho in the 90s, went to law school because I wanted to serve my community. Found out that wasn't the way I was gonna serve. Got into nonprofits. I've been working for the LGBTQ plus community for 25 years, which is the same amount of time that I've been applying for Survivor. Coincidence? I think not. My motivation to come out and play Survivor, it has been a calling for a really long time since I saw that first episode. It reached into my chest and grabbed me and was like, you got to play this game. Actually, every time I saw someone like me on Survivor, Amy, Scout, those were important characters to me because there were not a lot of places that I saw myself reflect.
Amy was an excellent
player. What
player.
kept me coming back over and over is a combination of how you're going to do against the elements, how you're going to do against other people, and how you're going to do against yourself. And I am going to show up with everything I possibly can to have the most fun. When I am miserable in that shelter at night and it is cold and wet, mark my words, I will be laughing because I am in Fiji playing Mother Survivor.
I hope so.
I have a ton of thoughts about season 51. I'm especially excited to be here for this moment, for this season. This adventure of a lifetime, it is this journey of self-exploration. It is a social experiment. It is a community. I've heard at times it's even a monster. For some of us out here, it is a newfound passion. For others of us, it is a decades-long obsession.
She's gonna rub people the wrong way. I think she'll be out early.
What's the story, lads? My name is Lewis. I am 28 years old and I'm an Irish farmer living in Puerto Rico.
What?
Everyone loves a cheeky Irish person. We have great crack, we have the best banter. I married my beautiful Puerto Rican wife and we're living on a tiny little school bus together on our farm.
Wow.
I've always craved adventure. I didn't speak a lick of Spanish. I didn't know how to farm. I've never been in a hot climate before. That is a bit of the spark of life, the uncertainty, the not knowing what's coming next, and that is more or less Survivor in a nutshell. My friends and family would describe me as chaotic, mischievous, cheeky, but great crack. I emigrated a couple of years ago, and the first show I saw was Survivor 44. That was Carolyn and Jam Jam season.
Jam Jam.
And from the second I did, I was just hooked. I'm a lunatic. I crave just chaos. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't want to waste this. I've heard time and time again, lay low at the start of the game, be quiet, don't talk too much. And I'm wondering how well I could take that advice, because sometimes I do like to push a button or two. Sometimes I like to get in on the bit of drama that's going on. The way I see it, season 51, this is an evolutionary point of Survivor. There's no rules, there's no concrete thing set in stone. I could bullshit a million things and no one's gonna know any better. They're gonna melt when they hear my accent. Just bring a bit of that charm to Fiji, and Bob's your uncle, Mary's your auntie.
He reminds me a little bit of the Golden God, personality-wise, so
My
he
name
might,
is Linnea,
he might
I'm
do well.
25. I'm from New Jersey. I own a lingerie and adult toy business with my brother. I am outgoing, social, goofy, really not afraid to be weird. My friends are always like, Linnea, stop doing that. You're embarrassing me. I do not care. Like, I am totally myself, and I'm super logical. My mom's a scientist, so I grew up being ingrained with the scientific method. I do not live in the la-la land of like astrology. I work in sales. I sell intimate things to uncomfortable and nervous people. I'm proud of how many women come in and they're like, this is the first time I've been in a store like this. And there's books and lingerie. It's not just like scary stuff. It's a whole different vibe.
That's
It's been a
good
problem
skill.
in my personal life, for sure. My parents are not huge fans. They've like hid it from everyone they possibly know. This show is about to
It's not porn.
shake that up. Survivor has been my family's show since I was a kid. I grew up with two brothers. There's been discussion of who would last the longest. We all were advocating for ourselves, and my mom was like, everyone will do great in their own way. Being yourself on the show is super important because you're truly bare bones out there. We're in the jungle. You can't really hide your emotions. You're not eating, you're not sleeping. So I can't pretend to be someone else that I'm not. My older brother thinks I need to lock onto the guys because I'm flirty. And he's really worried I'm gonna get injured.
Oof.
I go really hard in sports, and so I need to chill a little bit. You know, I just dislocated my hand 6 months ago, broke my fingers in rugby. Other than that, he thinks I'm gonna do great. I'm here because I say yes to things even when I'm scared. I say yes to things that are a big challenge or that will make me super uncomfortable. 51 is gonna be interesting. I don't know what they're gonna throw at us, and I'm excited about it. Me being logical is taking into account all of these uncontrollable, irrational, cuckoo players, some of which like astrology. Yeah? I am feeling so excited! I'm tired of waiting. I'm ready to go. I'm ready
Me
for it
too.
to start.
She's gonna have a big target post-merge because
My
I
name
think
is
she's gonna be
Maggie,
really good.
And I'm 40. I am from West Virginia and I'm a farmer.
Nice.
I wanted to be a farmer for a while and I told my husband I want to buy a farm and he was like, you're crazy. I am a jack of all trades. I'm athletic. I also have a therapy degree so I know how to like work people and I'm also a teacher.
Keep
I
that
started
quiet.
homeschooling during COVID. It's awesome. They're excelling and we really appreciate our time together. I hope I'm their favorite player of the season. We'll see. I've been watching literally since I was 15. And then even like when I went through postpartum depression, it was like Survivor was on. It just looked like they were taking on the world. And I'm so excited to be able to do that.
Cool.
My husband's apprehensive. He thinks I'm a little crazy, but I am. He knows that. Like my parents literally told him when he asked to marry me, like, are you sure? She's alive. I'm a lifetime hunter and fisher on my license. I'm hoping to maybe catch a shark, catch some fish. I hope to even make fire without flint. I have a lot of goals. I can't wait to see Jeff on the beach. Oh, gonna be so smutting. I don't know. be so surreal. And I hope that Jeff wants to compete in challenges again because that was awesome.
Who made this challenge? This is barbaric.
You should have practiced
Survivor
though,
50
Jeff.
one's gonna be crazy. I think it's going to just be absolutely nuts, 100% blindside, and I'm here for all of it. I don't really register fear. I think fear is only as large as you make it. I asked my husband, babe, will you pray for me when I go on Survivor? And he said, I'm gonna pray for them.
Yeah, she might annoy people too much, but
I'm Mike
I like
Pinsky.
her.
I'm 32 years old. I'm the assistant director of baseball operations, and I'm from New York City. I advise our general manager on players to trade for, players to sign. I negotiate multi-million-dollar contracts. Ultimately, my job is to make recommendations to help win the World Series. My parents had these really difficult childhoods, and when they finally had a little bit of means, they really deposited it into my life. I have been watching and playing Survivor since I was 8 years old. We would make up challenges, we would take turns being Jeff, we would vote each other out. I am someone who shoots for these seemingly impossible to reach targets. I got into Princeton, I got my dream job, I married my high school sweetheart, my high school crush, and it took a lot of hard work. It took a ton of effort to get there. My mom used to always say, everybody has something to offer. You're not necessarily gonna have an alliance of all one type of person. To the extent possible, I would love to have alliance members that actually bring me the info and we can work on it together. Great players, they are not simply social players, they are not simply physical players. They have every tool in the toolkit. My expectations for 51 are through the roof. I know that Jeff is gonna throw some weird stuff at us. I know that it's gonna be interesting. I'm on my toes. I'm ready for what Jeff has in store.
Unfortunately for you, I am on my game today.
Okay.
I don't do anything for second place. I'm here to win the game, period, full stop.
If he lies about his job and is a good liar, then he might
What's
go
up,
far.
guys? My name is Ori. I'm 27. I'm from Spring Valley, New York. I'm a model and a fitness coach. I'm a pretty big dude, man. 6'3", 230, 235 on a good day, depending on how good I eat. And I like to eat. I'm book smart, I'm street smart, and I'm a former pro athlete. So it's one of those things where, like, I am made for Survivor. Friends and family describe me as consistent. Never too high, never too low. And they will always expect me to be the person that's looking at it half full. Growing up, I was pretty athletic. Played a lot of sports. Went Division I. I hold an NCAA record. For Travis Hunter and these other guys, I was like the only player in this century to score a touchdown on offense and defense in the same game. Football's been really good to me, no complaints. I still miss it a little bit. It's the competitive fire, get gritty, being out here in the mud and the sand. Feels like old times. To be on TV, I'm not playing for the experience. I'm not playing to make friends. I'm playing to win $1 million and change my family's life. My goal has always been to take care of my mom. She's been there for me at all times. She's always been my protector. So this $1 million would retire my mom. It would mean accomplishing a life goal, to take care and repay the woman that's done everything for me.
That's cool.
I'm a type A person. I'm gonna dot my I's, I'm gonna cross my T's. A lot of my success was from doing the dirty work. I've seen so many seasons right now that I could probably name all the Survivor seasons 1 through 40, backwards, forward, because I've been doing my homework. I wanna play with women because, again, as a student of the game, 6 of the last 8, 9 winners were women. 50 was gonna be full bottle. It has to be.
He's real
Coming
likable.
Off the back of 50 with a bunch of legends. If the past is any indicator, Survivor's only been getting stronger, faster, and harder. So I feel good. I'm getting ready to walk out that tunnel. It's building up, it's building up. It's the calm before the storm. I could definitely feel the heat. You can hear the waves, but I can feel it. I'm ready to step off that beach and attack, controlled aggression, controlled moves, controlled smarts, controlled competitiveness. I'm in game mode, I'm locked in.
He's real likable, but they're going to be intimidated by him and try and get him out
Hi, I'm
before the
Pat.
merge.
I'm 33 years old. I am a Navy attorney and I live in Washington, D.C.
Another damn attorney.
I prosecuted the Navy's most serious crimes. I am pretty nerdy. I grew up homeschooled. I am the first woman in our family to go into the military. I'm proud of my husband and my dad and my brother and my whole family for this service. I've seen the things that my family members have gone through, especially my husband. He's deploying 6 months out of the year. I'm here on Survivor because I want to challenge myself. I'm not a super fan. I haven't been watching since the beginning, and frankly, like, I watched a season during the pandemic, was like, I have to be on this, and applied 5 years later. It is so easy to be underestimated in the courtroom. Not just the fact that I'm a woman, not just the fact that I'm blonde, but also my personality. I'll be friends with you right until we hit the courtroom. It's the same thing in Survivor. So when I'm in an alliance, I want them to feel that closeness with me. But I'm ready to go to war with any of these people. I've moved a lot, I've had a lot of friends, I'll find new ones. I've had challenges in the past that I had fun with. When I went to boot camp in the Navy, I loved it. I had a blast. You were tired, you were exhausted, you were hungry. So I hope Survivor is as fun as boot camp is what I'm saying. I think season 51 has to set a precedent. I mean, we have to be exciting. Season 50 was amazing. It was so fun to watch. So I want us to match that energy. I am ready for things to get shook up.
Really successful in real life, but I do not think she will be on the show.
My name's Rob. I'm 40 years old from Cumberland, Rhode Island, work in Logan Airport with the airlines. It is craziness. 3 kids, a beautiful wife I met on a cruise just as a solo guy, and I'm ready to kill it on Survivor. I'm ready to take it all. I'm ready to rip the $1 million out of everyone's hands and take it back to my kids.
Is this another
My friends and family would describe me as this funny, outgoing, somewhat adventurous guy. I'm kind of like a lasagna. Like, you're gonna look at me and think I'm like this sports jock guy, but there's so many different layers to me. I am a loving guy to my wife and kids. I'm caring. I'm extremely competitive. I hate to lose. I play my kids in board games and I just kick their ass. My wife's like, just let them win. No, bullshit. When I was younger, I wanted to be on Survivor. When I was like 21, 22 years old, I would have been horrible. I would have been this cocky young kid thinking I could win every challenge and then run people over. But as a 40-year-old now, I understand that you want people to like you. You want people to trust you, even though at the end of the day, you might backstab. One day I was watching Survivor with my 6-year-old, and he told me, you know, Dad, you can't do that. As a 40-year-old and with a 24-year-old mind frame, you know, I'm still thinking I'm this jacked young guy that I could do anything. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna put in for Survivor. I'm gonna see what I got. My secret weapon out here would be the gift of gab. I would love to have friends for life from this experience. You know, I love to have a bromance. If you can have a solid relationship with anybody, even if you betray them and stick a knife in their back, you could still win them over. I think season 51, you can't get ready for it. I think a lot of people should be worried. I think a lot of people should be scared. 50 has set the bar, and this is like a new era now. Is there gonna be more loopholes? There gonna be more idols? But listen, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the chaos, baby. I think a lot of people, this is a vacation for them. This is just an experience. I mean, for me, this is a business trip. I'm coming to win.
If he stays really chill, he might, you know, make the merge. But
I'm Sharonda. I'm from Pompano Beach, Florida. Currently living in Kentucky. I'm 34 years old and I'm a resident physician in OBGYN.
Cool.
Weirdly to say, growing up with 3 sisters, you kind of get lost because my family has big personalities. I had to really grow into myself and really figure out who I was once my sisters graduated because I was always leaning on them. And I never really had my own personality until I got to college, and then everything changed. At first I told myself I was coming on Survivor because of the little black boys and girls. And then I really started thinking my family, everything that we'd been through, my grandparents, and just showing them like what they've instilled in me. And then I stopped. I had to reflect because everything that I've done in my life has been for somebody else. I moved to Haiti to help other people. I became a doctor to help other people. Like, I've always done that. And I think now I just need to stop and I need to do something for myself. I've been going through the motions for so long that I need something new. And I think Survivor really puts you in those places where you cannot hide. Me always hiding behind whether it's my profession, my husband, my family, I think that's gonna go away and I'm gonna really see who I am. And I'm excited about it because I think it's gonna be an amazing person on the other end. Empathy is gonna be the biggest thing that I need to watch in this game. I might have someone that I'm with the whole time, and if I think you're playing a better game than me, I'm not keeping you even though you're my number 1. I'm gonna just cut the head off the snake and keep rolling. Am I ready for it? Do I know what's going on? No, but am I gonna get ready for it? I am. I've survived my entire life and now it's time for me to thrive. I think I have that tenacity, but also the street smarts and the book smart to be the sole survivor.
I don't know. She could go under the radar.
My name's Tanan. I'm 24 years old and I'm a medical student. I can be freaking weird, but I'm the same kind of weird to every single person I know. Like, I love talking about farts. I think farts are funny. My parents watched Survivor when I was young. I love the game. My dad loves the game. Survivor's my dream. It's my once in a lifetime. I know I can do this game and I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing it as well. I've applied ever since I was eligible. Being small and having a big smile on my face helps people open up to me. How I navigate through life is just making genuine connections. Coming right out here, I am so intimidated. The books are big back home. Right here, the guys are big. I'm like, what the heck? There's so many big guys out here. And I'm like, I just went into my own corner and started doing some squats in my own push-ups. So I've been working on this.
I think being nice will make this game a lot harder for me. People doubt that I am able to do this, stab someone in the back. It's gonna hurt a lot. I'm gonna feel that knife going in as well. I am a very competitive person to where sometimes it like kicks me in the booty a little bit because I take things so personally. I hate losing. I'm gonna play the most authentic, cutthroat game possible. Journaling every day, I will be the sole survivor. I will be the sole survivor. I will have friends. I'm trying to garner all of that courage to just believe in myself. You don't know what around you is gonna disappear one day, and so I wanna enjoy my life to this fullest. And so, big reason of Survivor is just YOLO, why not? I'm excited for all those random twists and turns and stuff. Something specific about season 51, I feel like, makes it even more uncertain, because you're writing off season 50, and there's like, tension's high, all eyes are on Survivor right now. It's like, what's next?
Potential winner. Another potential winner pick. I think that's it. What'd you guys think of that? I mean, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna have to watch it over again and really think about it, and maybe have a breakdown of each player, because I love this show, and I definitely am curious to see what's going to happen in 51. What's this new era really going to be like? What's it going to kick off? So that will help me determine which type of player is going to go far and maybe even win. But there was 2 potential winners in there right off the bat, the voice actress and then the last girl. But there was lots of people who have a chance, for sure. Lots of people who have a chance, and a handful of people who I really don't think have a chance at all. But, you know, what do you guys think? That was pretty fun. Bye.